Hello and welcome to The Sound Live. My name is Matthew and I am your host. Today I have special guests, Kyle Walls and Jennifer Valiquette. And hopefully, Evelyn Holland will be joining soon. I really appreciate everyone for being here today. Thank you so much. You are a saxophone player and flute player. Why don't you tell everybody what you're up to these days?
I'm good. I'm actually I've been doing some covers on YouTube and having fun. Cool. Yeah, I did the song That's All by Frank Sinatra yesterday, so that was fun. Well, and I'm just enjoying doing YouTube. It's great.
All right, Kyle Walls, where are you at today? You on location today, it seems like.
Yeah, location outside of Naples, Florida.
Cool.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm from Fort Myers originally, so.
Oh, cool.
Well, not originally, but like I'm from Connecticut, and then I moved to Fort Myers, so it's a whole thing.
Close enough. We understand.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right on. So I heard you had a Florida gig, man. That's cool. Tell me about it.
Yeah, set up an acoustic-only gig. So I got down here and rented an acoustic guitar. I brought a tambourine, and it was weird going through security with a tambourine and stuff, but the security checked some CDs I brought because I brought some merch just in case. But yeah, played last Thursday outside. It was like 1,000,000 degrees, so I lost 20 pounds sweating.
And finally, popping in just a little bit late, but just in time, we have the always awesome Evelyn Holland. Evelyn is a singer-songwriter. Why don't you just really briefly, Eve, tell us what you've been up to in the last couple of days or this week?
I mean, I actually did put together a new tune.
Cool.
Still no lyrics. I think that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to like sit down for a week or so and just go through all the songs and write it out, because it's not really coming. But I'm fine. I'm definitely fine along the set of songs I'm gonna release.
Cool. This song was written for Dimash. So imagine the honor of being such a good singer in your area, right? That you have incredible composers writing with you in mind, and then, hey, let's work together on this. And it's just a gorgeous song. The thing that I liked the most about it was that this song really shows off Dimash's masculine range as well as his high feminine range. And so it comes across really powerful and balanced to me. And so that's why I wanted to share it with you. Because we've had so many people asking for it. Lots and lots and lots of chats. You can see that the screen is going crazy right now with chats. Everybody is excited for Dimash. Mash that like button so we can get more people in here. Please share this out and subscribe to all 4 of our channels: Matthew's Music Lesson Studio, Kyle Walls, Evelyn Holland, and Jennifer's music page. And if I keep practicing this, I may actually be able to do a auctioneer voice, right? Do I see 140, 140, 145, 145? Oh, okay. No, I'm just kidding. Without further ado, Musicians Panel reacts to Dimash Kudaibergen and Igor Krutoy, Olimpico. Here we go.
Stop
did react to that. I remember.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, so Kyle, you need to go first here, Kyle,
Wow,
because you're the one who's really reacting to this.
The chat is going crazy. That's awesome.
Yep. You good.
So I always feel like I'm painted in a corner with Dimash because I enjoy his singing. This type of music, this genre, isn't something I would typically go out of my way and listen to. That doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean what I make I think is better than, because that would be stupid. If anybody makes a type of music and say, well, my genre of music is better than yours, that's a really uninformed comment. And it just shows that you just don't have much appreciation for the arts at all. And on that note, I guess for all the people that like to criticize me and call me a robot, I'll just say this and just get out there. Dimash is such a perfect singer that the idea that any other singer going back and into the future throughout time, anybody that might try to sing should not, because he is that perfect.
I would have to agree with that statement. Like that, I mean, I appreciate his technique and like the perfection thereof, but where is the soul? Where's the emotiveness?
Okay, now let me try to answer that, since I'm always, since I'm sitting there being the robot, I guess, feasting on my oil as I was watching that. You can tell I was having fun getting ready for this one. What I enjoy, I'll say, talking about the soul. To me, the soul was in the compositional aspects of that piece, the way that he would sing the melody and how the support musically, the support for the melody, and how it would shift to either being the root of the chord or in harmony with the chord. And I assume that whatever the lyrics were saying, that went along with the story. Typically something that is composed on a high level, all that stuff is completely aligned. And to me, that's the soul aspect. Now, I'm assuming you were getting at, like, whenever I hear him sing verses like Janis Joplin or something, or even B.B. King, or a bunch of other people I could pull up that are ridiculously untalented compared to him. But I really admire his ability to put on a performance. The way that everything was set together, he is singing extremely skillfully. In that setting, that is not easy because there's a lot of stuff going on. I liked how they had him stationary, I guess for this particular piece, trying to keep everything in line. His ability with vocal control in a performance setting, being his age, is phenomenal, and people always say that when you're on stage or doing shows, that is a difficult performance. When you're recording, that's an entirely different type of performance. And what he's doing, it's almost like a combination of the two, because obviously this is intended to be recorded. I was really noticing the camera like right in front of him, how it would shake with the bass, and it made me really kind of appreciate how loud this performance probably was. Even though that's probably some nerdy thing that someone will criticize me for pointing out, but that was something I was thinking about. It's like, dude, if you're playing somewhere that loud, take care of them ears, because that will come back to bite you. In like 20 years or so.
Yeah.
Let me say something before it gets lost in the ether of reality here, guys, gals. A great compositional trick, especially at the end of a song, is to have the melody go up an octave and be triumphant up that octave. That same melody, maybe slightly altered, maybe not. Dimash just did that 2 octaves.
He did?
he just doubled up on himself. He literally skipped over that 1 octave, and they did the melody twice. Once in bass range and then once in like soprano range. They just skipped over. You see what I'm saying? Like da 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 da. And then the next one was not 1 octave higher, but 2 octaves higher. As a voice teacher, I can tell you that song alone is way more than my range. And not even counting just the high stuff where he goes higher and then higher and then higher and then higher. I'm talking about just the chorus basic melody. Just the melody. When you go up those 2 octaves, I cannot sing it. Period.
I know.
I can sing some of it, but just the lower parts of it in head voice. And so that just goes to show, just in the chorus of that alone, the chorus had an over 2 octave range, and then it went up 2 octaves. That's just so impressive to me. All of the baritone singing at the beginning, where he really shows his command. Because one thing, as a male opera singer, you have to be able to have is that command, right? Like, what if you're playing the villain, and you just stabbed somebody, and you're singing the song as to why you just stabbed them, and you're angry, right? You got to have that command. And in the songs that we watched previous, I didn't really feel enough of that command. Not that there wasn't there. It was, but that did it for me. Like, that is awesome. So go to patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio to sign up for that. You can support the studio weekly through the nonprofit liberapay.com. That's my favorite way because they're not taking a cut. You can also buy me a coffee right now at buymeacoffee.com/Matthews Music. And you can Venmo me a little tip at Matthews Music. So the studio needs your help. Clicking the like button, the subscribe button, that's great. I need you to do that. But, crowdfunding is the only way this is going to work because you guys know we don't get paid from reaction videos. So we need your support directly, if at all possible. Going back to Dimash, I said my piece about it. That's really what's so impressive about it to me is, just and I don't mean just the range like by itself, like the quality of the tone and the performance of that range was just flawless.
Especially live.
So cool.
Yeah. I was going to say too. Sorry, Jen.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just agreeing. I'm just agreeing with you guys. That's all.
Okay. The setup on stage where he had like 2 dancers behind him, that really reminded me of Blue Man Group. Even though the genre, they do a weird space country punk or something. I don't know how to describe them. But I mean, to me, what always impresses me about Dimash is the performance aspect. I mean, he's a perfect singer. I already said you can forward, backward in time. We shouldn't even talk because it's an insult. But on a serious note, the ability to do all that and perform, to make this stage production. I mean, that's something that's like Beyonce level and so many other people. You could look at great performers, not just artists, but great performers, and that's something really awesome to me.
When we reacted to this with Sarah, I commented that he was singing a duet with himself. And then I just saw in the chat, shout out to Free Desmet. He says, Dimash was playing an Olympic god and goddess. So he was doing a duet with himself. That is literally how that was written. And you could hear how the different parts, like here was the god singing and then here was the goddess singing. And it was like, he totally had 100% both completely sold. It was so well sold that it sounded like, like I said, I picked up on it being a duet. But I mean, I don't even know if that was even like obvious. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What do y'all think?
I loved it. Like, and I think I was there with the Sarah one, right? I think I was.
I think
I can't
it
remember,
was the 4 of us with Sarah.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right. But I just remembered one of the things that I really liked is also, I mean, not only his voice, of course, his voice, like, oh my God, just the tenor range to the double soprano there. But like the lighting, like we were talking about the lighting before, the lighting reminded me of like Epcot Center or like Magic Kingdom or something like I don't know, I'm a big Disney geek, but that just reminded me, and it was so like perfect with what he was singing and stuff. It was so cool. And it's just like I would just love to see that live. That would honestly be amazing. But I just can't believe how in tune every single note he got like, oh my god, like you said, perfect. You know, like,
Yeah.
like it's just he just amazes me every time I hear him, and it's so cool.
Definitely. And I mean, there's definitely going to be lots more Dimash coming.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying his singing so much, and you know, I'm enjoying the suggestions. So definitely keep them coming.
Yeah, I was trying to
those
keep
are
up
always
with the.
fun.
I was trying to keep up with the chat, but it was going so fast. You guys are awesome. The chat guys are awesome. Hi guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to look through my notes quite a bit because
I
I was
know.
thinking that this one was suggested from the one that replay on my channel.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I remember the part about this being composed specifically for him.
Mhm.
And Matthew, what you were talking about, it was like he was having a duet with himself. It'd be interesting to look up the lyrics for this. I'm sure someone will probably say, hey, there's a different video where someone did put the lyrics on the screen or something like that. But that's something when you study, something in the vein of opera, you realize those simple archetypical stories that, people have been telling forever,
Yeah.
and that's part of the fun part of opera is it's like you take humanity and you just boil away all the fat and whatever, and you get to what are some essential things that we care about. And to me, that's part of the fun of music is learning about us as things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That I guess music on that. This is related. Music for me, depending on the day, depending on what's going on, yeah, it can either make me lose faith in humanity or it can give me faith in humanity. It's sort of weird like that. I don't know.
sounds
You know
like
what
the
I mean?
news.
Well, I mean, kind of, in a way. I art is reflective of society, right?
It's supposed to be. I mean, that's the idea anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
I mean, like, yeah, it's I mean, yeah, I guess you can go into art to kind of like heal and get like restore your faith. I mean, that's what's said, but yeah, like it can also do the opposite and make you cynical as well.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that cynicism can be a good thing. It can be a positive thing, in my opinion. I mean, because, yeah, we do kind of have to watch out for ourselves. But at the same time, I would also say that does, that whole guarded aspect does kind of isolate us and closes us in, too. So I guess it's finding the balance.
Go to MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com and just check it out. Like, I mean, even if you don't want to, like, immediately give money or whatever for lessons, at least check it out, right? You can see what's there, and you can see my rates and all that great stuff, my availability, and who knows, maybe you'll decide to actually book a time. You don't even have to talk to me. You can just, like, click and just do it right then and there. MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. And remember, you get to record those lessons. They're for you. So, I enable you to record on Zoom, and then you just take it and you keep it, right? And so then you can retake that lesson. Think about that. It's your personal customized lesson, and then, you go over it and over it and over and over it as many times as you want forever. It's yours. You paid for it. You get to keep it at MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. I told you all about supporting the channel at Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, Venmo, and, of course, LiberaPay, the awesome nonprofit. So, please make sure you check all that out. For Patreon, like I say, there's a brand new exclusive patron-only video every week. Every week. Patreon.com/MatthewsMusicLessonStudio. We'll see you all next time on the Sound Live.